Arnold, that's really all you're looking for, right? Even being able to not have to deal with the culling is a big win for Ruler here.
Yeah, and I think that's why they kind of wanted to wait to
celebrate when a player has this much tenure, but might be celebrating something else here on the bottom side as Doro's already going to be locked up, but Canyon's going in mid lane. That's the flash out from Faker, and he still finds the knockback into the wall. Faker cut down. First blood for Gen.G.
Now on that bot side, and T1 again. We talked about their early Drake prio. They're getting it off that bot lane.
Now, talked about the history of the matchup as well. You can see Chovy relatively favored, but it might not matter in the face of this fight as Chovy's going to get locked up and cut down. Guma and Faker finding the kill. Owner with the setup, and now it's Canyon in trouble. The Skarner was good early, but he hasn't been able to get anything else. Carry is still standing. Multiple members marked up. Concussive blows. Everybody's getting knocked out. Instant feat of warfare for T1, but they're not done. Doran on the top side. Bonks him with the hammer, taking his sweet time, fishing for the knockup.
The equalizer down, he wasn't exactly in a position to kind of come in and really start roasting people as you'd want from an early rumble.
Canyon, nice sidestep. May try to go through the wall here, but Keen is on the way down, so he might be happier about this fight than expected. Canyon not feeling the beat at all as Keen manages to find the kill onto Faker. Canyon still manages to get out. The flash over the wall. They're absolutely bamboozled. Canyon needs a little bit more shielding. Doro! Are you kidding me? The slimmest margins. Canyon shouldn't be alive, and he's still going. Q forward, shattering strike, buying a bit more time. Oh, the flame spitter, it just keeps coming. Canyon lives.
It's a jungle Canyon.
Right now, neither side really has enough sustained damage outside of the Rumble to win out in these fights, although Canyon getting picked off, manages to snag 2, and Ruler's here. Free firing is the Ezreal. Guma unfazed. Carrion now retreating, likely just to fall here. They'll get 1. Ruler happy to have the kill.
And that's the playmaking Skarner we've come to expect from Canyon. That's why he is so dangerous on this champion, and Guma might be in trouble.
Owner spotted.
Dashing through, Mystic shot sidestepped, TP on the way down, Owner on the way in, flash out from Guma is good, Shattering strike still hits, and down he goes. Owner's finally here, but it's too late. Faker just tells him to back off, there's no play left.
And that is a TP
T1's gonna start it out.
T1 kicking things off. Gen.G not in a great spot. Do have the necessary vision to try and contest. Ruler off on the side seems to be the target. Duro locked up, flicked back, doesn't have the chance to do anything. Excellent block on the ulti coming in from Ruler. Solid pick to start the fight for T1, and now Gen.G, they're starting to reconsider.
You kind of set that up, Dracos, with the pick potential, right? The Braum to Leah combo coming in clutch for T1.
Look at that TP.
Canyon.
Doran's on his way.
Ruler's still standing. 1500, it's going to be the flip. Chovy potentially locked up by the ram. Locked down in the pit. T1 already found one. They're looking for another. Chovy off on the side as T1 descend, and Keen trying to make the difference. The Realm Warp not coming out in time, and Keen cut down.
And Gen.G, they knew that was happening. They knew they were remembered down. They knew that Keen's still at the base on the Skarner, right? So the only thing I think T1 need to avoid at all costs is just walking into a big multi-man engage from Duro and from Canyon. That could be enough to turn the fight as the TP comes in.
TP from Gen.G, immediate response coming in from Doran. Chovy now trying to Realm Warp out. He wants nothing to do with that fight. Lockup goes there onto Duro. Faker looking to follow. Goes over the wall, but he's all on his lonesome on this side. Doran quick to follow up as well. Colin coming out. Guma knocking him down. Canyon needs to get out. He'll find the retreat, but it's T1 who are first on pulling the trigger. T1 finding the angle of attack. Chovy, Ruler still standing. Double threats. Canyon there to potentially steal, but it looks like the objective is already gone. Down goes the Herald. Retreat out from Duro. 4 members standing on the side of Gen.G, but T1 looking to run him down. Ruler caught. Knockup now connecting. Doran running out of health. The turn back coming in. Canyon, damn clutch. Chovy needs the damage to finish the job, though, and he doesn't have it. Charging through is the Herald into the mid lane, and T1 get the fight.
And Gen.G didn't have the damage there, even though they were able to get off a beautiful CC combo.
I'm sure Gen.G feel threatened, but T1 not hesitating to risk the flip.
Faker wall.
Canyon, they don't see him. Faker wall the zone off. Equalizer to start things off, keeping them in the fight. Canyon going over, but who's going to get it in the end? Eyes on the Drake, but Faker laying down so much damage to the Drake might not even matter. Guma continuing to free fire. Uncontested his door, just barely makes it out. No, he will get cut down. Canyon finds a good ulti, but Chovy zone from the fight. The Rise doesn't have the range, but T1 sure as hell have the damage. Another fight in their favor.
Canyon still in the area. Might look for a possible steal. Desperation play from the Skarner. He's not seen.
2.5k. Getting lower. Not spotted.
Doesn't know.
Doesn't know. Goes in, goes right back out. But now the chase. Hex gate. T1 want a little bit more. Canyon running. Flick back, flashed away. Oh, they get the flash as well, and that makes it...
Not with T1 in control of the tempo.
Definitely not. And one thing that I will say... Guma looking powerful, but may have been picked off. Carrier here to body block and try to cover. Guma sidestepping as best he can, but they're moving their way around the Unbreakable. Down goes the Equalizer, and Guma cut out of the fight. Ezreal ulti from Ruler is good. The fight's still coming through for Gen.G. They found the angle, and they're taking it. Quick double for Ruler.
We talked about
the better of it is Ruler knows that they are not out of this game yet as Otacon has been started up.
Doran trying to get in, ready to blow the horn if he has to. Owner, it's so hard to deny him access to the pit. Doran getting chunked out, still 5K, they can't really afford. Instead, they're turning. Gen.G collapsing on the flanker of Doran, but here comes Faker laying down the wall. All D leverage. Only one member gonna get knocked out. They want to burn through Chovy. 4K on the objective. They're not gonna be able to finish it, but now the fight breaking out. Carrier trying to find the angle. Guma usually throwing down the calling, and all of Gen.G is starting to fall. Chovy and Keen on the run. They can burn whoever they want, but it's not enough to take the fight. Doran unfazed. Carrier stepping up. Faker to follow through and bring it home. 7K on the Otacon, but it belongs to T1.
The T1 not going to let a single pick stop them from doing what they love, which is fist fighting to the death. As the crowd goes crazy, Otacon goes the way of T1, and the odds of this series going to 1-1 are looking good right now.
And the crowd
outside jungle. It's a perfect setup to really put Gen.G in an advantageous position where they have to check into Fog.
Again, it has to be a one-more combo. It has to be a combination of Canyon and Keen, maybe Duro finding multi-man ultimates if Gen.G want to salvage his fight.
Ulti from Ruler only connecting onto Carry. Off on the side, it's Keen! Caught off once again! He buys an extra second, but it just does not matter. Down goes the Rumble. The Equalizer decent, but the follow-up is just not there. Carry a body blocking, keeping Chovy out of the fight single-handedly. He's going to be able to realm warp to safety, but Canyon with the pullback. Can it be the face that turns? Faker stunned, not able to find the follow, but the flick back into Chovy, it's good! T1! Find the angles, find the fight, find the pick, and just keep the ball rolling. Gen.G shell-shocked as T1 break into the mid lane.
It's a layered engage from T1. 1 into 2 into 3. Doran followed up by Faker, followed up by Owner, followed up by Carrier. And T1 gonna get Hextech Soul and stamp out the remaining hopes, I think, of Gen.G in this game too.
Yeah, they're in such a good position. And that was such a beautiful Drake setup. Gen.G
in these fights, Keen needs to be on top of people. He doesn't really have a choice, right? He needs to do damage. He needs to actually get value from his kid. But the moment you get even remotely close, you are an immobile carry. Ornn can just, with any of his CC, any of his knockup, especially with the follow-up that's there, between Braum passive, between Talia flick, between Owner following up.
They're now immediately on to the Baron. They have great vision set up.
TP from Doran is coming in, but the Baron is going down.
Meantime, Doran buying a bit more space. They're not in a position to contest. They can't even get Doran as well. Now the horn has been blown, and it might be Keen who's been cut out. Doran trying to find the disengagement. In the meantime, it's Keen getting cut down where he stands. Does not have time to go golden. It does not matter as Faker's on a rampage. And T1 are out for blood.
Doran is but the jester. He's distracting them, TPing in their midst as Gen.G see the objective taken by T1. And now what surely will be the final push of this game too.
T1 pushing through, tearing Gen.G apart in these fights. Gen.G had that first kill, but kept giving these angles back to T1. Owner getting aggressive onto Chovy. Chovy no way out. Carrier ready to follow up. He has to go back under the tier 3 tower. Good sidestep keeps him standing. T1 maybe forced back for a moment, but as you highlight, Emily, Faker is here. And the Hextech Soul, that poke only continuing to add up. Ruler trying to get some push, but Carrier ready. Uses the Unbreakable. Gen.G.
The damage. It's T1.
Lock up there. Flick back onto Canyon. Manages to find a few members, but again, Gen.G running, sent packing. Gen.G, when they had the lead, they choked T1 out, but T1 backbreakers in this game as Guma finds the double, looking for a few more kills, looking to tie up the series. Gen.G, whatever dominance they had domestically, it's a different story on the international stage. T1 won't go quietly, and Gen.G sent packing here in game 2.
I love the way we saw how both of these teams choke out their opponents as we see T1